Lawyer makes unconfirmed claim that Tyre Nichols had stolen items in car before beating death. Memphis, Tenn. AP, a lawyer for one of 5 former Memphis officers charged with fatally beating Tyre Nichols after a traffic stop, made an unconfirmed claim in court documents that investigators found a hallucinogenic drug and stolen credit cards in Nichols' car when he was pulled over. A lawyer for Nichols' family didn't immediately return a request for comment, while federal prosecutors criticized the court filing in their own document to the court. The fact that the defendant now seeks to rifle through the deceased victim's personal effects for new information suggests that he intends to attack the character of the victim at trial and, in so doing, ask the jury to improperly nullify the criminal charges, federal prosecutors wrote. The defense lawyer for former officer Justin Smith said the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's inventory of Nichols' car showed he had psilocybin, a substance found in mushrooms, when police stopped him January 7 for an alleged reckless driving violation before he was beaten during a confrontation caught on police video. Nichols, 29, died in a hospital 3 days after the beating. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the lawyer, Martin Zumick, said the ex-office's attorneys learned from a review of the inventory that Nichols had stolen credit cards, debit cards and photo identifications in his car. Zumick made the claims in a court filing joining another officer's request for prosecutors to give them Nichols' cell phone records as part of the federal civil rights case against the 5 former officers. The inventory cited by Zumick has not been made public, and the TBI said Monday that the file is considered confidential under state law. The 5 officers were fired and later charged in state court with second-degree murder. They also have been indicted by a federal grand jury for alleged civil rights violations related to the use of excessive force and failing to help Nichols as he was struggling with his injuries. They have pleaded not guilty to all the charges. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Memphis declined to comment. The Shelby County District Attorney and lawyers for Nichols' family have not responded to questions about the accusations by Smith's lawyer in Thursday's court filing, which demanded federal prosecutors hand over Nichols' cell phone records to the defense. In their response to the demand, prosecutors said the cell phone records have no bearing on the office's actions and are irrelevant to the case. But prosecutors did not directly address the accusations that the drug and stolen credit cards were found in the car. Authorities have not released information about what, if anything, was found in Nichols' car when he was pulled over near his home. Nichols ran away from officers after he was hit with pepper spray and a stun gun at the location of the stop. According to the video and statements from authorities, the officers caught up with Nichols and then punched, kicked and struck him with a police baton, authorities said. Nichols' family and their lawyers have said he was trying to run home in fear after he was forcibly removed from his car and hit with pepper spray and a stun gun. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than an autopsy report showed Nichols died from blows to the head and that the manner of death was homicide. But it does not say that Nichols had psilocybin in his system when he was beaten. The officers said Nichols was pulled over for driving recklessly, but police officials have said there is no evidence to support that claim. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Nichols' beating and death was one of several violent encounters between police and black people that have sparked protests and renewed debate about police brutality and police reform in the U.S. The former officers are also black.